trying to figure it out. Nothing better to do when I'm stuck on you. I'm still late trying to figure it out. Trying to figure it out.
Ladies and gentlemen, please give a warm welcome to Managing Director, Mobile and IT, Samsung India Electronics, Mr. Ken Kang.
Hello, my friend. Today I'm really get excited. I'm really happy to see you. Today is another important day in our journey. I want to share two new Samsung smartphones from today that take innovations and consumer experience to the next level. Samsung has been leading the global digital revolution. From the world's first phone with a color screen to the world's first mobile phone with a camera, the world's first phone, finally, Note 3s with the innovative S Pen. As you know, smartphone has become the center of the immersive digital experience. In fact, Samsung is going beyond the smartphone to deliver new experience with a product such as Gear S2, which come with the revolutionary rotating bezels like that. And another, Gear VR, which one can experience a 360-degree view of the world around us. Last month in Barcelona, we announced the launch of the Gear 360 camera to help you create contents for VR. This camera, we're going to be launched in India first half of this year. I'm using this product every day, and my world has changed quite a bit. I'm feeling very young and excited every day. In every innovation, we see the endless possibilities and a way to make your lives better. We just complete 20 years in India, and we really proud of to be Indians at heart. This is all because of your love for Samsung. I am also happy to share with you that we were chosen as the most trusted brand in India according to the consumer survey released last week, as you know. In addition to continued technology leadership and consumer-centric innovation, Samsung believes in Make for India. Today, our R&D colleagues have been working on innovative solution for the global products. Also, they are also creating solution keeping the Indian consumer in mind. My colleague will soon tell you more about them. The next Galaxy smartphone are the devices that show what a smartphone can be. I will call up stage Mr. Manu.
Thank you, Ken.
Thank you.
Can we have the S7 AV, please?
Presenting the all-new Samsung Galaxy S7 and S7 Edge, redefining what a phone can do. Thank you, Mr. Kang.
Thank you, Ken.
Request Manu Sharma to please stay back and take us through the marvels of these devices.
A very good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, members of the media. It's absolutely an honor and a delight to see you all here. You know, we have really reimagined what a phone can do based on people, how they use it and what they need most out of them. And all innovation that we're bringing on the S7 and S7 Edge is inspired by our customers. And every bold decision that we are making is because of their inspiration. We're here to share with you where others see as a limit, we see as a possibility. We see an opportunity to give differentiated experience. And we believe in a world which is brighter, sharper, more convenient, and more fun. And for us, that's always been a starting point for every innovation that we bring on the table. Today, we're not just talking about launching 2 new smartphones. We're sharing our view of, a new approach and new thinking, what a phone should be. Samsung has been at the very forefront of technology innovation, powered by our passion for progress. And today, we will share with you 7 meaningful innovations, which are very relevant for the Indian audience. And we'll talk about each one of them, which will make you rethink what a phone can deliver. Today, starting with design, devices are becoming an extension of who we are. So when we blended design with technology, we not only thought how the phone should look, but how it should feel as well. For our new devices, we spent months perfecting the 3D thermoforming process, which blends metal and glass seamless together and gives stunning looks from every possible angle. We also applied tone-and-tone design so that the natural lines on the phone carries through from the back all the way to the front. And now the camera is at the same level as the glass because we shaved off 1.2 mm of camera compared to S6. It's less than 0.5 mm protrusion on this particular camera. I'd like to show you a video on the design of the S7. Can we have the AV, please? These phones not only look great, but they just feel awesome. Because we carry our device with us all the time, and that's why it has to be very comfortable to hold. And when you hold this device, the back curve, it feels it belongs there. It feels that actually it's made for you. They feel smaller, thinner, with smoother edge, and of course, sleeker lines. But the screen is exactly the way our customers like it. Big and immersive. And you will especially notice on this Galaxy S7 Edge 5.5-inch Quad HD Super AMOLED display, and especially when you multitask on this. Now, we usually use our phone with one hand, and at times it can be challenging. So, we thought of the design on the S7 Edge, and especially because you have only one thumb to spare to operate. The Edge screen display is not only stunning to look at, it provides real functionality. We've gone through the evolution of the Edge screen with People Edge and Apps Edge with the S6 Edge and S6 Edge Plus, and it's absolutely loved by our customers. And we are taking it more ahead with even interesting features. With the S7 Edge, you can do things now faster and easier, thanks to the new Edge panel, which is really superb. All you have to do is simply just slide your thumb and the Edge panel glides through easily. And the wider panel gives you rich content, and of course, it's much easier to read as well. And you are going to see a bunch of third-party applications which will populate your Edge screen and makes it much more mesmerizing and a great experience. One thing I really love in the Edge panel is really the task edge, which is really a shortcut to various tasks you do day in, day out. For example, I could press that simple one touch, and I can send message to Ken, because I send message to him every day. It's a shortcut for me. I can take a selfie. Just press one button, selfie will open. I can do that. It's a very smart way of actually operating your device when you got everything on your fingertips. And we got a new feature, which is great for people who love checking their phone for updates. Always on display. Do you know, on average, a person checks their phone 150 times a day? And I do it often as well. So this time, we got something for those consumers as well. You know, typically you want to check updates. You know, you start the phone, and you probably have to enter your passcode. It takes a lot of time, right? Now, with always on display, you simply have to glance, because you can check your missed calls, you can see your calendar, you can see the time, among other things. And this is simply possible because Samsung Super AMOLED technology is so power efficient that it takes less than 1% of power per hour for this. Imagine the amount of battery you can save with the always on display. Plus, it's smart enough and intuitive to realize if the phone is in my back pocket or if it's face down. And because of that, it automatically becomes dark. Plus, I know our customer wants to customize their phones as much as possible. So we have a bunch of themes available for the always on display as well. So you could use these themes to, suit your style. Now moving on to the next innovation, which is very critical for the Indian environment. Last year I was invited to a pool party. I went there with my son. He loves swimming. And somehow the phone went down the pool. So, of course, he told me he didn't do it. You know what happens, right? So, basically, when I got to know, my heart sank. And it happens with us all the time. If you drop your phone, or you drop the phone in the water. But in today's day and age, because you carry your phone all the time, we should not go through that. Water is like a kryptonite to, a phone. So, in the past, solving this problem meant adding bulk. So we thought, how do we actually, address this issue? So what we really did was, instead of, sealing it from outside, we actually sealed it from inside because we didn't want to compromise on the design. So really, this is the amazing capability and technology that we brought in with the IP68 on these devices. It took a lot of effort, but it was worthwhile. So these beauties are, of course, IP68 certified. That means they are 100% dust-proof, and they are water-resistant down to 1.5 meters and can stay underwater for 30 minutes. So now you can move around and with your phone absolutely worry-free in places that you can never imagine. And that's really a meaningful innovation, especially for a country like India, where there's a lot of dust and it can rain anytime. That goes for the camera as well. Do you know 67% of the Indian travelers would prefer carrying a smartphone versus a DSLR? That's how important a camera is for a smartphone buyer. So one can imagine, what would they want? Realizing that, we want to really step up our camera capabilities, and we took it to the next level. Most of the cameras are actually optimized for great daylight condition in terms of photography. But what about the other half? We spent a lot of time in the latter part of the day, which is in the evening, attending functions, parties, meeting friends, families, all those are great moments that we can capture. So really, we wanted to redefine the smartphone camera so that you could take pictures anytime, anywhere. So we really asked ourselves, what would it take to create a camera which takes brilliant photography in low light conditions? And why can't we build a camera which is unmatched today and unfazed in the night? The answer is, we can, and we actually did. With Samsung's record of being a pioneer and through innovation in the camera, we were really up for this challenge. After all, Samsung introduced the world's first mobile phone with a camera way back in 1990s. And our S6 camera was touted as the best camera out there in the smartphone. Now, we didn't just say that. Our consumers said that, and DxO Mark gave us the best mobile score for the outstanding image quality. So what we really did was, we started by adding a brighter f1.7 aperture. It is the largest aperture that we've included in our smartphone, which really lets in more light. But even if you have more light, you need the pixels to absorb it. That means you need pixels which are larger in size, because bigger pixels means better pictures. We, in fact, took it to the next level. We ensured our pixels were large enough. They were larger by 30% compared to the iPhone 6s Plus. And the result of that is what you see. So on your left is what you see, a picture taken by Galaxy S7. And on the right is iPhone 6s. Now, of course, they've been taken in the same environment, same condition, but the one on the left from the Galaxy S7 is much brighter. But of course, when you take a closer look, you will see the picture is sharp and clear. And iPhone 6s Plus, well, you can be the judge for that. That's what's really happened when you have a larger pixel to support you in taking great photography. Now, we didn't just stop there. We got f1.7 aperture, we got larger pixel. But we wanted to ensure our pixel not just large, but also smarter. So we could take a great photography experience whenever we want. So how many have you had this experience? You're seeing the picture out there, where a candle is slightly one is left, is all gone. We all gone through these moments where we want to take that picture in low light environment, and we just miss that moment. It all happens because your autofocus is not fast enough to capture the picture. So, but with the S7 S7 Edge, we want to push the boundaries. Samsung is the first to enable a professional digital photography in its camera called dual pixel technology. And it works like human eyes. When you look at an object, both the eyes independently looks at the picture and the brain processes as a single image. But the moment you shut your eyes, you realize that brain takes much more time because it adjusts the focus and depth. 100% of Samsung dual pixel technology captures the focus. And each one of them has two eyes because it's got two photodiodes. Compared to that of iPhone 6s, which uses nearly 5% of the pixels. And that's what makes a difference in the quality image that you get. With dual pixel, Samsung is pushing the boundaries in the camera. And we've gone leaps and bounds in terms of what you can capture with these devices. And you will find a whole lot of difference, especially when in the low light photography, in the evening, and in the night, and in conditions where, of course, you are partying, and these are absolutely great moments for you to capture. Now, our camera capabilities is well known and well established. But wouldn't it be really nicer to meet the brain behind these camera capabilities and really meet the people who are actually churning out these brilliant cameras day in, day out? So it's really my pleasure to invite on stage Dr. Vikram Vich, Senior Vice President, Samsung Research Institute, to share his views on the inside of what we did on the Galaxy S7 camera and the technology. Dr. Vich.
Thank you, Manu. Hello, everyone. It's a pleasure to be here today. You would all be amazed to know that Samsung's R&D operation in India is the largest outside of Korea. Our R&D teams work very closely with their global counterparts on specific areas of expertise. The Samsung Research Center in Bangalore holds expertise in key areas such as web, multimedia, system software, and protocols. And we have been doing a lot of work continuously on all our smartphones. The Samsung Research Center in Noida works on Android product software. And together, we are constantly working towards creating new and unique experiences for our consumers. The reason we are so excited about the Galaxy S7 is that around 1,000 engineers in India, I'll repeat, 1,000 engineers, all in India, have worked on the development of this smartphone. And I'm very proud to say, that these 1,000 engineers, it's not just today, but we have been doing that for a number of years. We have been working on world best and world first innovations, all from India. Our role in the development of S7 followed a twofold approach. Firstly, we have tried to listen to consumers like you. We have tried to understand what you need, to learn, and therefore come up with meaningful solutions that make a difference. And secondly, we have contributed several innovative features for the global market. As part of our R&D effort to develop the next flagship, we have looked at the problems people face and come up with solutions that can enhance the user experience. The user experience a user would get while surfing the web on the browser, while using voice over LTE, experiencing mode while driving, playing 3D games, using accessories such as Gear S2 and Gear VR, and using voice interface, S Voice. All of this work is being done out of India. Coming to the S7 and S7 Edge camera, we have been developing the camera application and high-tech computational image processing solutions from Bangalore. And I would like to invite on stage my colleague, Dr. Balwinder Singh, to take you through this journey and explain you what we have done for S7.
Thank you, Dr. Vikram. It's my pleasure to meet all of you and kind of run you through the cutting-edge software R&D which our teams have done to deliver wonderful camera experiences on the Galaxy S7 and the Galaxy S7 Edge devices or the smartphones. Manu already explained to you the Samsung innovations in terms of the larger aperture, the bigger pixels, and the dual pixel technology which is incorporated in the camera hardware of our smartphone. But behind every powerful hardware, there's a complex underlying software. So we took real examples and world scenarios and problems which our consumers are facing these days and tried to see how we can convert them into meaningful solutions and solve them on our devices in the most practical manner. For example, most of the Indian weddings are in the night, usually in the night, and the most colorful moments can get missed out because of low light scenario. So we really looked at this problem and said how we can solve this for our consumers. It really needed fast autofocus tracking as well as computational photography algorithms, multi-frame algorithms to deliver really amazing night shots as you can see on the screen. When we look back at our home and our colleagues, many of them are part of an adventure club and they would really complain that when they have to carry their bulky DSLRs when they go on track.
they would be happy to take their Samsung smartphones, and any smartphone for that matter, if it was really professional grade. So we coupled scene analysis and understanding algorithms with the dual pixel technology, which is already integrated into the hardware, and it helps us to estimate the depth of the field and deliver the best selective focus experience, which gives a DSLR-like bokeh effect. On the screen, you can see an image taken from Galaxy S7 device. On the left-hand side, you have the near focus image. That means the objects on the front are in focus, whereas on the right side, you see an image where it's a far focus, wherein the objects behind the scene are in focus. These are all taken from our Galaxy S7 and S7 Edge cameras. On a more personal front, we would like to take panoramic pictures of our kids while they are performing on the stage. But a traditional panorama can sometimes have artifacts and quality issues because there will be a lot of motion and in the scene and some dynamic nature. People are moving around. So we conceptualized motion panorama, which essentially would take all these differences in the scene into account. And underlying, we built some complex multi-sensor technologies, fusion technologies, as well as object and scene stabilization to really create the lively motion panorama experience for you all. I would now like to invite on stage my colleagues who have really contributed in the creation of the Galaxy S7 and S7 Edge camera. May I call upon Mr. Girish Kulkarni, Dr. Pratibha Mugi, and Mr. Narsima Pai. So Girish joined us 12 years back, and in his decade-long journey, he has contributed passionately to build multimedia experiences which are the world's first and world's best. Dr. Pratibha Mugi is an expert in image and computer vision, and for the last 5 years, she has been dedicatedly working towards improving the image and video quality for our smartphones. Mr. Narsima Pai, he is an expert in computational photography, and he closely works with our image sensor teams in Korea to deliver the best imaging experience on our smartphones. In essence, we all believe that Galaxy S7 and Galaxy S7 Edge camera is the world's best and delivers a very rich camera experience, and we really hope that Indian consumers are really going to love it.
So, ladies and gentlemen, as you have now heard the story straight from our engineers in India, you now get the gist of how we work towards solving problems through global collaboration at Samsung. Please give them a round of applause. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Vij. Thank you. Thank you. Thanks,
Thank you,
Dr. Vij. We are really thankful for you guys, churning out the best cameras out there. The S7 is definitely one of the most powerful camera you will ever see in a smartphone, and we are really excited about that. Now, moving on, in the performance section. What's also really impressive is how powerful the hardware when it comes to performance. From Samsung, you would expect a great performance anyways, right? You would expect a phone which will play high-definition games and, of course, movies as per your desire. We have delivered a great performance in the past, but this time we have really outdone ourselves. With every new generation of Galaxy S series, we have upped the bar. And this time, there's no exception as well, because with the Exynos processor that we're giving with the Galaxy S7, the performance has gone up by 44% compared to what we gave in S6. Plus, we also have dramatically improved the GPU performance, which gives 60% more powerful performance when it comes to graphics handling. Now, your phone can run as fast without getting hot. And this is really cool. Samsung Galaxy S7 has new cooling system. And now these were used first in satellites and rockets, and we're bringing on a smartphone. How it works is really, there's a tube containing a liquid, which when exposed to high temperatures through the process of heat, it vaporizes. And it cools down when, of course, it condenses because at the lower temperatures. So it's just like having a personal air conditioning for your smartphone. So it is pretty cool, right? I mean, the S7 itself looks so cool, and of course, it stays cool inside as well. These devices are incredibly powerful, and that's why they require a lot of power. We know battery is a very important aspect for our consumers. Even when I say, when my battery is going down, and a lot of people say, hey, my battery is about to die. That's how grim you feel when the battery is so low. But with these devices, we've broken a new record in our grounds. And we have not only packed in more amps per size of the battery, we in fact slimmed it down drastically. So it fits perfectly in the slimmed down version of the Galaxy S7 S7 Edge. In fact, the strides that we made in the battery department, you can binge watch a full season of Games of Thrones with one single charge. So with the long-lasting battery and a powerful performance in the CPU and of course GPU, these make it really the most powerful smartphone out there and the most coveted smartphones out there. But they are also optimized for gamers. And the gamers can play with greater confidence because they don't have to worry about battery life or refresh rate. So they can just focus on their game. Our latest advances in graphics have set new industry benchmarks. Because Galaxy S7 S7 Edge comes with Vulkan. Vulkan is the next generation graphics API which delivers PC-like quality gaming experience that you can only imagine in the power of your hand, just on a smartphone. We also added pretty cool features for the gamers. We added game launchers, so all your games come into one place. And we're also introducing game tools, which it really allows you to control, not just from the battery, but also control calls and SMS. So you can actually block SMS and calls coming in while you really enjoy your game. Plus, you can also lock certain keys which you would probably accidentally press, and this would not kick you out of the game. We've also added a social dimension to the gaming as well. So now you can actually record your game, and also you can screen capture a game and get those great moments that you're winning and share with your family and friends. Moving on to the next innovation is about connectivity. At Samsung, we believe innovation need not be the only big thing. It can really address some of the basics. So we had decided to address the most basic function of our phone usage, the calling. To do that, we rethought how we can really seamlessly work the hardware and software together to really improve the antenna performance. And the result. So under the same circumstances, the Galaxy S7 S7 Edge outperforms our nearest competition when it comes to transmission and reception, which means when you try to make calls, sometimes the call doesn't go through. Here is a breeze. Also, the mute rate, which is really the lag that you get when you're on a call, is reduced considerably. Samsung is really, again, pushing the envelope in terms of delivering great quality experience when it comes to connectivity. We are also ensuring you get the best 4G technology with Cat9. So you get the maximum speeds when the Cat9 comes into India. So you are actually future-proofing yourself with these devices. And as part of our really philosophy of listening to consumers, listening to media friends, and listening to really the world over, we want to bring choices for our consumers. We heard you last year. All of you last year gave us feedback why you have taken up the micro SD card. We hear you guys, and we bring it back. And we bring it back even smarter this time. We're bringing a hybrid dual SIM with that. So you can actually manage both your personal and professional life at the same time. But if you need to add more memory and hold all the content, you can add up to 200 GB of memory on this. That's how powerful it gets. And that's really a key innovation and meaningful innovation for our consumers. Now, we are at a juncture. A lot of things are happening, an era where we're seeing a lot of action in a phone plus, beyond the phones. You know, a decade ago, a phone was really a powerhouse of hardware, software genius, and real processing powers. And today, all of us use smartphones, and most of us take our smartphones for granted. We ourselves question, is this really what the best smartphone can deliver? At Samsung, we believe otherwise. We believe there's a huge future beyond the smartphone, and that's why Galaxy S7 and S7 Edge is right at the center of new experiences that we would deliver beyond the smartphone. It's really a gateway which will allow you to discover much more than you've ever imagined. We've got seamlessly connected device where S7 Edge are the center, where you can immerse yourself in a product like Gear VR in a virtual world which becomes almost real. We launched Gear VR in the month of January. It's got overwhelming response. It's a fantastic device which gives you such an immersive experience unimagined before. It's as part of the S7 offering. And we partner with the best content provider, Oculus, in terms of giving the quality content that unimagined before. It will take you to underwater seas, to oceans, to Mars, and whatnot. Also, in Barcelona, we introduced the Gear 360 camera, which allows you to capture moments never thought before. Your journeys, your walks, the walk with your friends, families, are captured in a very interesting way, and you can beam that and watch on your Gear VR. Really, really, very interesting way. No company in the world is better positioned than Samsung with the combination of hardware capability, with the software capability, with our Super AMOLED screens to deliver these seamless experience together, along with, of course, our partners, Google, Facebook, on these devices. So we're really excited about this journey on the Phone Plus strategy from Samsung's perspective. Now, last but not least, our consumers are our key for our aspiration, for our innovation. And we are really proud to bring to you Samsung Concierge, which is an India-centric innovation. The vision of Samsung Concierge is to give a differentiated services for our Galaxy S7 customers, so they can really get a delight in after-sales service. And to talk you more about the Samsung Concierge and tell you more about really what the Samsung Concierge offers, I'd like to invite on stage my colleague, Mandeep Bhatia, who will talk about what the cool services these are. Mandeep.
Hi, everyone. Today, a smartphone has become much more than just a communication device. It's like a personal aid that helps you do pretty much everything, right? Enabling the simplest experiences to the most amazing experiences all at the same time. In the midst of this rapid change, if there's one thing that hasn't changed, it is our consumers' need for relevance and simplicity. We aspire to fulfill this need meaningfully and with deep insight. It is with this vision that My Galaxy was conceived, a unique service designed to delight our users with the most rewarding smartphone experience, enriched with value, convenience, and care. Today, we are delighted to introduce to you Samsung Concierge, an exclusive, first-of-its-kind service enabled on My Galaxy for our premium Galaxy S7 buyers. Can we have the AV, please? Concierge offers our consumers a unique post-purchase experience of red carpet care and privileges. It comes with 4 benefits. The first one is My Assistant. Now, when was the last time you sent flowers to someone on Women's Day? I know these things are rare, right? While the intentions may always be there, we just never seem to have enough time. Now, with My Assistant on Samsung Concierge, we've got you covered. In other words, you don't have an excuse anymore. It's like your personal genie that gets things done for you in an instant with a simple, intuitive, chat-based interface. You can set a reminder, book movie tickets, do a web check-in, order flowers, and even arrange for pick-up and drop errands within the same city. The second benefit that we bring to you is that of fast-track service. Now, we understand how busy you are. With just about so many things to do, time is perhaps your most precious asset, which is why, as a premium Galaxy S7 user, you get the unique privilege of jumping the queue. With fast-track service on Samsung Concierge, you get an express ticket for all your service needs at over 400 Samsung service centers. What it really means is that as a Galaxy S7 user, you never have to wait. The third benefit we bring to you is that of pickup and drop. Now, the world is moving to your doorstep. Whether it's grocery or medicines, wouldn't you rather do everything from the comfort of your couch? We understand this, which is why when you need services for your phone, we give you the privilege of having your phone picked up and dropped at your doorstep. The service is available across 19 cities with the added advantage of a replacement device should you need one. Friends, with a device as amazing as the Galaxy S7, there will always be so much you can do with it. Now, with a live chat service on Samsung Concierge, our agents are there for you all the time to help you continue this discovery. They're there to answer all your queries any point in time. So friends, this is just the beginning. We continue the journey of My Galaxy with meaningful and innovative services like Samsung Concierge, along with our R&D team in Bangalore, and are very, very passionate about creating the most rewarding, most enriching smartphone experience for our consumers. Thank you.
Thank you, Mandeep. Thank you, Mandeep. I'm sure our consumer would be really delighted with the services that we are offering with Samsung Concierge. We also like to share with you and delighted that we partner with Vodafone to co-market the Galaxy S7 S7 Edge. We will be having joint marketing programs, and for the Vodafone customers on the red plans, we'll have a special offer to delight them. The select red plans will have double data and voice offer for a period of 6 months that they can enjoy. We also have a host of accessories to complement individual style for consumers, from different type of covers. And of course, our wireless charger is vertical now, which does fast charging for our S7 devices, along with a host of battery packs. I'm sure this is the moment that you've been waiting for in terms of pricing. The Galaxy S7 is priced at rupees 48,900 rupees, and the S7 is priced at rupees 56,900 rupees. And these devices will go on sale from 17th midnight, which is March 18 onwards. But we also have a surprise for our customers who's going to pre-book only during this period, which is, can we have the AV, please?
Nothing here to see, just a kill out me, trying to cut some teeth, trying to figure it out. Nothing better to do when I'm stuck on you, I'm still in here trying to figure it out.
That is a fantastic offer. I think it's a fantastic offer. I'm really excited that we can bring this also in India. So the pre-booking opens from today onwards to this 8th of March till 17th of March. Only consumers who pre-book these devices from 8th March to 17th March will get a free Gear VR along with the Galaxy S7. So ladies and gentlemen, I come to pretty much the end of my presentation, but I want to really summarize what 7 meaningful innovation that Galaxy S7 is bringing for the Indian consumers. Firstly, a mesmerizing design, which is brilliant to hold with the edge panels. We've done huge improvements in the design era. We are life-proofing the customers, especially looking at the Indian weather conditions. With IP68, consumer can be absolutely worry-free. The camera breakthrough with dual pixel technology, we could literally challenge anyone with any smartphones in low light photography, and I would like you to experience that in the experience zone later. A powerful performance, whether it's battery, whether it's the gaming experience, whether it is in terms of the CPU performance, is absolutely top-notch. A brilliant connectivity in terms of improving antenna, which is very important, deep desire required. And of course, giving, as simple as that, a micro SD card along with dual SIM for the Indian consumers. Going beyond the phone, the Gear VR, great offer for the pre-booking customers. And in future, it's going to be even more exciting. And last but not least, the Samsung Concierge, a real differentiator for consumers in terms of after-sales service. We feel these are very meaningful innovation for the Indian consumers, and we're absolutely excited about this. So ladies and gentlemen, Samsung has been leading the progress in mobile industry for decades. Today's launch of Galaxy S7 and S7 Edge really is a real testimony of our commitment to listen to consumers and really bring in technology which helps improve their lives. The future holds even more promise because we will deliver new experience beyond smartphones. But the most important thing is, in this journey, you will be at the heart of our inspiration and innovation. Thank you.